The trees are blossoming, flowers are blooming, and the feeling of spring is definitely in the air. Now it's time to make sure that your house is ready. There are a few things you should do to transition from the snow to the sun. Dave McLean, the general manager of residential service for Brothers Services, joins us this morning for our Take Action Thursday. He's also going to answer any questions that you might have about getting your home ready for spring. But first, we've got a few questions for ourselves. Dave, thanks for being here this morning.
Thank you for having me.
Is there a checklist that we can go and walk around our house of things that we need to look for as we head into spring?
Sure, there are a handful of things that every homeowner should look for this time of year when they're out, getting their yards ready for spring, especially after the winds and damaging storms that we've had. You want to look up at your roof and make sure that all your shingles, and particularly in the greater Baltimore area, all your slate are intact, because the winter is the hardest time of year on that type of product.
Is it safe to, should you just go up on your roof? Should you use a ladder? What's the best way to go and check those out?
Really, the best way to check that out is to call
have someone.
Yeah, a reputable company to come out and inspect that for you.
Okay.
And while that person is there, they could look over your gutters to make sure that they're functioning properly and secured properly. A lot of times the ice and snow in the winter will separate those. You want to make sure that your downspouts are directing water away from your home, so you don't have to worry about any water getting into your basement, especially in the rainy season that we're in right now.
Right. Because we are in that stormy, rainy season right now, are there things that we can do to protect our homes from not having some of those dangerous things happen? Well,
again, you want to ensure that your downspouts are directing water away from the home. You want to make sure that you have storm doors over your entry doors to your home, and you want to make sure that all your trees and bushes around the home are cut back to a safe distance, so on a windy day it's not rubbing and brushing against the house.
Are those kind of do-it-yourself repairs? We talked about the shingles, maybe you need to call someone in for that, but what about the trees and the gutters?
The bushes and whatnot, probably, depending on the size and scope, certainly something a homeowner could tackle themselves. Gutters, again, to ensure the downspouts are working, and again, directing water away from the home would be a homeowner activity. But as far as maybe inspecting the actual function of the gutters and making sure that they are fastened properly, you probably want to have an expert do that.
And I would think before you call an expert, you probably want to know that something is wrong, so you're not paying someone to come out. Is there anything that you can look, with your own eye and notice that something's wrong with your roof?
Just what we said before, you want to make sure that all the shingles are intact.
Right.
You want to make sure, again, if you're experiencing any type of leak during any type of weather event, that's not normal.
Dave, we know we have a lot of viewers who have much more questions for you, so we're going to have you stick around and have you answer them in just a little bit. Thanks. We are back with David McLean with Brothers Services. He is taking your calls about spring home repairs for our Take Action Thursday. So if you have a question, our lines are open right now at 410-481-4545. You can send us a tweet at Fox Baltimore, or you can go through our Facebook page. We're going to go to the phone lines first this morning with Chandra from Baltimore. Hey, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you. Good morning.
Good morning. What's your question?
Well, I've been in my house for 11 years, and I've had it's at least 7 different companies to come out to take a look at my roof. I have a leak when it rains. When I had that tornado rain, the water comes into the second floor. It rains down to the first floor. I've had the gutters looked at. I was told I needed a roof. The insurance company came out, told me it's not a roof problem, and it still leaks. I've been having such a hard time trying to find someone to come out to tell me where is this leak and why does the water come in the house like that. What can I do?
Any advice?
Well, certainly you want to continue seeking advice from professionals. The difficult thing about chasing leaks is that finding them is difficult. Fixing them oftentimes is easy, but finding the leak is the difficult problem. But again, you want to just seek that help from reputable professionals, not somebody who calls himself a roofer, but an actual roofing professional.
Good luck, Chandra. We're going to go to Octavia from Baltimore. Good morning. What's your question?
Yes, good morning. When I turn my faucet on in my bathroom, and when I turn it off, you keep hearing the drips behind the wall. Can you tell me where do that come from? Is it a pipe bust or something?
Again, you may want to have a professional open up the wall to inspect where that drip is actually coming from. To speculate would be inappropriate.
Okay, we're going to go to the Facebook page this morning where Delisha has a question. She says, in need of many repairs to my grandmother's house, why do we have to wait 80 days to get another estimate when the first one wasn't done right? Is there a reason why she would have to wait that long?
Well, right now with the damaging storms that we've had, where every company is overloaded with with calls and requests for help. So at that point, you know, sometimes it just becomes a matter of standing in line and waiting your turn.
Well, thank you so much, Dave, for coming this morning. We appreciate you answering our questions.
Thank you for having me.
Of course.